Hi guys, Thomas and Friends 47 here, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Thomas and Friends 2025 Motorized Classic Gordon. And here he is in his packaging here. You can see here with the packaging, we have the nice back of the box there, nothing really going on there. On the sides though, you'll see this great render there of Gordon. Here's like the top of the packaging, has the 80th anniversary logo, which I think is pretty cool. And then here on the bottom, we'll see that classic Thomas barcode as well. And here is Gordon outside the packaging. He looks absolutely grand and splendid. Now, here's a look at the side of the not packaging, the side of the engine. You can see there with the tender, we have the wheel details on the bottom, the piston details, the piston boxes there. I mean, it just looks absolutely amazing. It is a little bit large. It's not as bad in person as it looks in pictures, I've noticed, which I do appreciate. You'll see there with the side rod details, it looks really cool too with that molded side rods on the side. Alright, on the front here we can see we have that nice painted running board. We have the buffers, the great face there. Again, a little bit large. I do like how you can see the pistons though at the front of the model. Here's a look at the side. Here's a look at the back of the tender, and then the back of the engine and the front of the tender. Here's a look at the top of the engine. We'll see the handrails there, which is very nice, and then the coal load that's removable there. I appreciate that they've been doing that with these engines. And then here's a look at the bottom of the model. We can see how the pistons there are a separate side piece, and the wheels as well. And then here's a comparison with some other engines like James and Thomas. You can see the height difference there and the scaling difference there. So it looks okay near James. Near Thomas, it's a little bit oversized though. Alright, next up is the Express Coach here, and you can see that there's some great details. Now this definitely has some like all engines go styling to it, it feels, but it does look nice. I like the printing on it. You'll see it does have the angled sides, kind of like the all engines go style. And here's a look at the top and the bottom. Now with these models, the Bachmann figures, the new Bachmann figures work very well with these. You can see a comparison here too between the last Express Coach that we've gotten from the Trackmaster range. And then we can see here too how it scales with Thomas and a Trackmaster 2 engine, and of course all engines go. And I actually think it looks really good with all engines go. And here it is with Playrail as well. Here it is with the new Bachmann and Trackmaster, or excuse me, Bachmann figures. I call it Bachmann Trackmaster, but Bachmann figures. And then here he is with the other Bachmann figures as well, and again, looks very nice with those. Alright, and then here's how to put batteries inside the model. You're going to remove the screw there at the front of the model. And then once you do that, we're going to take, and you'll see inside the body shell there too, we're going to add the batteries there, and then we'll put everything back together. Alright, now while Gordon runs around on this little layout that we have, I'm going to go ahead and give my thoughts on the model. Alright, so all in all, what do I think of this model of Gordon? Well, I'm going to tell you I think he looks very nice. The tender engines, I will say in this range, are not the best designed in my opinion. The details are nice. I love the piston details. I love the outside cylinders detail. I do like that. I like the buffer printing and the running board printing. I think the Express Coach is nice. I just don't think they all work great in the scaling. I get why they did it. They wanted Gordon to be a little bit larger than Thomas. And so I get that. I wish there was a way that they could have done it a little bit differently. But with that aside, I don't think it's a bad model, and I will say that in person it looks much better than it does in pictures. The face looks absolutely huge in the pictures, and he definitely looks a little bit chunkier in the pictures too. But in person, kind of like with James, in person they're not as bad in my opinion. I do love how the Express Coach, you can put like a person inside of it. Keep in mind, it was kind of hard to get that shot lined up because I had to kind of drop her in and then use a paintbrush to maneuver her to kind of stand her up inside the coach. So there's no real way to kind of open it up. I wish there was though. Kind of like the new Annie and Clarabelle they have that are coming out shortly. But all in all, I don't think it's a bad model at all. I actually plan on getting multiple of these, and I've already gotten 2 more, so I have 3 of them now, so I can have Gordon pull 3 Express Coaches, kind of like he did in the show. And I plan on getting a few more too for a few ideas that I have. But all in all, I do think it's a great model. I'm so happy to have it here in my collection, and just excited to have finally found these. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and let me know which model you'd like me to review next. As always, I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now. Thank you.